I knew it. Another Herdat Media production.
Hi, Chantel.
Hey, Roxanne.
Happy Wednesday morning.
Yes, guys. Hi.
Okay. On today's episode, we are covering the Valley reunion and Atlanta reunion. So I'm so excited to talk about that. Today, I went outside to put my kids in the car. And you guys, it is so hot. This summer, it's either been so dreadfully hot or just like raining like crazy.
And it's a humidity too. So just
Oh
oh
my
my God,
gosh.
it's like you walk out and your hair turns curly in 2 seconds.
I feel like I'm in Florida.
Literally, we have Florida weather.
And we never have that. But I feel like rain and I don't know, weird weather's happening everywhere this summer.
Yeah, I think Cali or Hawaii or something, they might get a tsunami today. Like there was like reports about that, which is really scary.
I did read that a tsunami might happen. I just didn't know where. So thank you for that.
Hopefully not.
Right, 100%. It's been crazy. And then I saw in Cedar Point, which is in Ohio, if you're from Ohio, there was like it was raining so bad and everyone was like just like on the like doing angels, snow angels on the rain on the floor, which is very scary.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
Everyone, let's get up.
There's like a little stigma about people in Ohio, so I don't know. But yeah, I thought it was funny. Anyways, you having a good day? You feeling good, our little pregnant baby?
Yeah, not really. I don't know
I
how
feel
you
like
didn't complain about sleep. Sleep is so difficult.
because I don't think I've slept in the last God knows when, so it doesn't even matter.
Oh God, no. Chantal likes her sleep, so when she doesn't get a good sleep, it's miserable.
Yeah, I mean, my kids wake up every single night in the middle of the night, so it's like it's not fun. So yeah, I get why sometimes people are like, maybe this life isn't for me.
Definitely
Especially if
not.
they are passionate about sleep.
No, yeah, I am like that. I just needed some good sleep, and I know like it's okay if I'm tired the next day. Like it's not about that, but it's like about during the sleep. It's like when it's painful, like I want to cry.
Yeah. Well, you're towards the end of it, Chantel. So,
I'm 30 weeks.
oh my gosh.
10 more weeks, y'all.
And I still haven't been asked to be a godmother.
No, okay, no one asks anybody before they have a baby. Like that's the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Really? I thought they asked.
No,
Really?
and I'll show you when you ask me. So let's
Okay.
yeah.
A
Let's
little
keep it
scare.
moving.
Okay, well, let's get into the Valley first because it's fresh on our minds. Did you watch it?
Yes.
I can't get over what Alexia said. So this was from Miami, but we talked about this in our Miami recap. But when she said, if you're in a happy marriage, you don't come on shows like this. And then you see that flashback of Brittany and Jack saying they don't need a prenup. Like they're going to be together forever. And look where they're at now. Now they're a little bit different where they've been on the show. It's not like they were married, came on the show, but it's just crazy what the show can do.
Well, I mean, I would say that for sure for like Jesse and Michelle, but then like it's like we see Danny and Nia, and it's like, do we apply that message to them?
Oh, I
Because
really think they just did this for money. Like they really need the money.
I think no one has like, everyone has skeletons in their closet and things can happen. And I think these shows like will make it worse. So it's like that's what you have to value. But I really don't think that, they have these like issues and they come on the show to like exploit it and get out of their marriage.
Yeah. I mean, maybe Real Housewives is a little bit different though.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what was so awkward? Andy was asking Jax about like wearing merch for his bar. And he's not involved in the bar anymore. Like they took out Jax's name from the bar. And it's like that's kind of what you get for like, these investors where they're like, hey, like help us promote the restaurant on your show or whatever, and we'll use your name. And then like he's unhinged. So it's like, yeah, like you could use it for clout, but that still doesn't help you because when he does something bad, then you're fucked, even, with your restaurant.
You know what's crazy also is that like for when like I feel like they filmed this reunion like a while back because like that's different, and then we found out a little bit about Michelle and her ex-boyfriend, or like her boyfriend at the
I
time.
mean, yeah, of course. The Michelle and her boyfriend just happened last week, so of
Yeah, I
course
know.
they
It's just,
filmed
but
the
it's
reunion.
I feel like so much already has happened, and they filmed this like a month ago.
Yeah, of course, but that always happens. It's never like they're not fast. The thing about Bravo that I don't understand is that they will film a reunion or they'll film stuff and it takes months to come back. Whereas in like Peacock, they'll film a show and the next day it's on air. So or so like it is super annoying. Even when they're gonna do the Love Island reunion, like as soon as they film it, like they're putting it out right away. So I don't
Yeah, and it
understand.
should be like that though. Like especially a
I know,
reunion, like it shouldn't be so planned out before.
I know, I know. Okay, how awkward was it when Jack said he wants to prolong his divorce because he doesn't know if he's gonna get kicked off the show?
Yeah,
Like, ew, like that you're relying on her for alimony.
all of them, like every single one of them that like are doing weird things about the divorce for money. Like this is what the world comes to, is money. Like this is what the scariest thing is like they're all just like not, they're just not the man that people thought that like they should be, probably, because what is wrong with them, all of them.
I keep seeing AI videos of that people make fun of and put out on TikTok where it shows like a woman like holding a million things and then they'll walk over to their husband who's wearing a princess like outfit. And I was like dying because like yeah, it's just we live in a different world right now and I don't know, it just gave me the ick that and it gives me the ick that he has the balls and confidence to say that to her.
And like, you know what? And again, and especially because like she brought up in the whole reunion how like, back in 2020, or like when COVID happened and like he lost a job from Vanderpump, how much he would degrade her about her money. Like that's where it's like the ick. It's like not even about like, okay, she's always been the breadwinner, she's always had the money. Like he came after her for making money. He made her feel like shit for making money. And
Yeah.
then when they go to get a divorce, he wants the money now. Like it's like, go F yourself. You're literally a scum of the earth. Like I can't stand people like this.
Yeah. Another awkward moment was Andy asking Michelle about, if she's going to have more babies, getting engaged with Aaron, and they're not together right now, which is,
Have you
not
heard more
shocking.
of like what happened?
I
No one
don't
cares as much. It's not like
know.
the Janae and
I think that I think they're saying that he gave her like an ultimatum about the relationship before the split. And they said Aaron had this. Well, so, and they bring up, I guess Aaron had this conversation with me, like, I love you, I love Isabella. Like, I want us one day to be a family, but I can't deal with a crazy ex husband like that. I don't think it had anything to do with it, Jesse. I just think he was like no longer into her.
like you've already were dealing with that crazy ex-husband from the beginning. Like you saw it play out in the show. You saw it play out. So like why move in with
Yeah.
each other?
Yeah, I know. But it's so annoying because I swear to God, Michelle takes zero accountability. Like Jesse's not perfect. Like I'm not even trying to say that because there are things too that bothered me, like him having his girl after 1 month, spending a lot of time with Isabella. Like I don't understand this shit. But she takes zero accountability from the relationship. Like he tries to say we both do this. She literally says every day was the same thing. Like she's like, yeah, like the reason I left was every day is just the same thing, the routine. And, that it was our anniversary and I decided I wanted a divorce. And it's like, marriage is hard, dude. Work on it. Like marriage is hard. So when you made those vows, it's hard. And it's going to feel like that. If you have someone who's willing to work on it, go to therapy with you, which it sounds like he was, you got to work on it. Like you were checked out. You were talking to other guys. Like we find out that you were texting guys, asking advice about your marriage. That's fucking weird, Michelle. Like I don't think Jesse is perfect. I think he gets called out by every single person, but with her, no one says anything to her. It's weird. Even Andy doesn't say shit to her.
It's funny because like I like watching it like had such a different reaction than to you, because like I felt really bad for her, like and it maybe is because she's finally is opening up and putting her walls down a little bit more, but like for her to say like that moment when it's like, am I gonna be like miserable for the rest of my life, being in this, like do I want to live like that? Like that is so sad to have that feeling, and it's like God knows what he was doing in that mirror marriage to her and like making her feel that way. And it's like good for her to finally be like, I'm done with this. But then when you bring up how she cheated again, then I like go back to like thinking like you, like I always forget that part, like how she stepped out. She shouldn't have done that. She was being shady, like all those things. But like, if that didn't happen, like I really felt for her in that moment, because I think a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah, but
Because they allow their guys to like sit there and disrespect them all the time, and then they take women for granted all the time. Like it really is just. And then finally, when we put our foot down, they're like, "You're letting this go." It's like, no, you've let this go for 3 years now.
I know, but it's also like, I don't know. I guess it's hard. It's like, people are just picking partners just to get married, even though the red flags are all out there before that. So I don't know. When like I will say, like, I do hate that Janet and Brittany were speaking for Michelle the whole time. It's weird.
I mean, it felt like that they were always going to do that for all the girls. Like, it's
but
like,
I didn't feel that. I didn't feel like that they were all like speaking up for anyone else. Like, I don't think that they were like, when Jax was talking, they would get involved and like call him out.
no,
And
they
I'm like,
did. Like Janet would, and so would what's his name?
no. When Jesse said that he didn't want men around, because like with men it is different. Like, I'm sorry, it is a little bit different, but still, Jesse, like, you showing your girlfriend after 1 month is like not cool either.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I dare like my ex-husband to tell me
Right,
I can't bring a guy around and you can bring a girl around. Like, get the F out of my face.
But Janet's so annoying. She's like, seems sexist. And I was like, just shut the fuck up.
She can't wait. Oh my God. Like, everything about Janet, I cannot.
You guys, I was like, shut up. Like, yes,
Yes.
Jesse's wrong, but shut up. And then the terms that she uses, she uses calculated terms. You're a Karen. You are the last person who needs to be speaking. And I don't know. She just pisses me off, you guys.
No, she wants people to get canceled so bad, so she'll use the craziest terms that she'll know that will
yes.
get canceled. And like, because she like just wants to come at them, and it's like, sit down right now. You're
the last person. Like, you are the last person who should be doing that. What do you think about Michelle saying that Jesse cries on the spot?
No, I don't think that's fair. I think he's just a sensitive person, and it's like, you're not. And like, I mean, we can relate to that. Like, I'm not sensitive, but
relate to that.
Yeah, like, I'm not sensitive. We have our walls up. We're very guarded. We like look at people like, the fuck, why are you crying? But I think a lot of people can just like are very sensitive and they cry.
Yeah. And then Janet's like, yeah, Jesse, you stopped crying after Michelle blasted you for loving to cry. And it's like, listen, you guys,
that was stupid. That was like a reach. Like, we don't know what they were filming. Like, we don't know how long.
Like, right now, if I'm crying and then someone tells me like, you love to cry on the spot, immediately my tears will dry, because now I'm on like defense mode, and now I'm like embarrassed. So I will stop crying. Like, I will, like, my mood completely shifts and changes. I don't think anything is wrong with that. Like, if someone like said that and try to call me out, I would, like, I'm going to stop crying. Like, I feel embarrassed. So what is she even saying? Like, shut up,
And it's like, you know how filming is too. It's like, we don't even know the exact scene, so shut up. Like, I really, like, why was she on the couch?
Yeah. And I do think, like you said, that Michelle, like us, like, we are, when people cry in front of us, like, deep down, we're like, oh my God, this is weird. This is too much. And we're like, do you just do that? Like, we low key kind of are like Michelle, which is very scary.
It's so scary. We're fighting her tooth and nail.
I know. In that sense, though, like, in the sense, like, where we're just like, we're not, we were raised a certain way, so we don't have like emotions like that. I don't know. But I am glad that Jason said, and he actually stuck up for Jesse the first time his dumbass speaks, and he was like, listen, he's like, they were fairly divorced. It was like 6 months. Like, he's allowed to be emotional over that. And I'm like, literally.
What do we feel about I know, I agree. What do we feel about the whole, like, it's crazy, because like the one thing I do like about the show is like they come in with like specific examples, and I think a lot of people deal with that stuff. It's not like general, but like the whole example of like, they were saying they weaponize Isabella. Like, he was saying we both do, okay? And she was like, no, I don't. And he tried to give an example. Did you think that example he gave about, he said that you said, if I don't let Isabella go see like her dying mom, that you wouldn't let Isabella fly to Boston ever. Do you think that was weaponizing her?
It's like tit for tat, I think it's tit for tat. I don't think he should have been doing anything when it came to her mom, though. Like,
correct. Like, it's like if she says, I need her for this extra week, you give her for that extra week.
Right. Like, like, you're angry and you're not thinking clearly at all. And then her saying that too, it's like, just stop. You got it.
I
They're
also think
just
like
so fresh out of this.
I know. I also do think like from Jesse's point of view, and I think that's why they said they got that like a behavioral like therapist for like this is that like, you know, do you want your 5-year-old daughter around your dying mom the whole time? If everyone's just crying and sad, it's like I'm sure for like one day or two, but it's like, do you really like you're gonna be around your mom that whole time? Like, do you really want your daughter to be around that whole time? Like that's where it's like a little bit like sad because they don't know what's
You're
happening.
right. Yeah, you know what's crazy is like when my grandpa was dying and I forgot what cancer he had, but like I
Pancreatic.
saw him, what was it?
Pancreatic.
Oh my gosh, Chantel. And then our aunt got the same one.
I know, but it's not genetic.
I mean, Chantel.
I know, but it's not. It's not.
I mean, what are the odds?
I
But
know, it's crazy.
and they both died from that. But anyways, when my grandpa like was dying, like our parents never brought us around them. They didn't want to like traumatize us and like see that. And I remember Chantel, out of all of us, I don't know why she
I went
saw
to the
him.
hospital.
Yeah, that's so weird. Like I didn't. I
And
think
we
I
were
saw him.
8. So like imagine like we're a little bit older than like Isabella's age.
Yeah, I think I told you that Charlie's starting to ask like is like will grandma die like cuz she's getting older and like she's so scared if something happens to my mom. And he see like I never thought of that because I remember seeing my grandpa like once when he was sick and it was just a scary sight to see as a young girl and then you just start thinking about death and our parents didn't let any of us go to the funeral. Like none of us except the older ones, but they were like how old are they? Like 14?
13. Yeah, like
Yeah,
they're
13
definitely
and older.
teenagers.
Yeah, they were all allowed to go and anyone under wasn't. And I like think that's fine. Like I was okay with that. I think that's how it should be.
I
So I guess
agree.
my whole point is I didn't think about that at all that like you're bringing like you like yes, it's fair you want this like little girl around, but depending on how she is, that's also kind of scary for a 5-year-old. And
Yeah, no. So
then to
like
start
I
thinking
think it's
about death.
exactly, and especially because you're gonna want to be around your mom, you know, around that time. So it's like it's a very hard situation, and you know, so I'm sure. And it seems like Jesse's a very, very, very involved dad, and it seems like they both really do care about their decisions. Like they try to make sure that both are comfortable with the decisions with Isabella, which I think is like very nice for a lot of people to see, like for co-parenting, you know. But yeah, I don't know. It was tricky, but that's
Yeah,
what I love the show. Is like they give us such good examples.
yeah, that is such a good point because I didn't even think that through. I'm just like, that is her mom like dying. Yeah, yeah. But it's like also that is kind of yeah, you don't think about that. But I will say everyone was on Jesse's ass, dude. Like it's so crazy. I don't know. I felt like Jax didn't get the same energy. But anyways,
I thought
um
he did, like, because everyone knows Jackson's such a joke, so they're just like, "Okay." But,
true.
like, I feel like they did, and, like, Brittany was, like, standing up for herself really
Yeah,
well.
Brit, of course. She's so savage for like exposing that Jax never liked Jesse.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. But good,
She
because you know what? Like,
yeah.
Jesse's the one person that's, like, really nice to Jax and still talks to him and does things. It's like, "No, you should know he doesn't like you."
To me, Jax is a okay. Does anyone ever or had a friend that was like a low key hater? Like you could tell that they hate on you no matter what. And like, do you know what I mean, Chantal?
Yeah, he's the wor he really is
He's
one of the
that
worst human
friend.
beings.
Like to everyone, to Tom Schwartz, to Tom Sandoval, to anyone. And then I feel like when he got the restaurant, like that's when, he like felt good about himself. I don't know.
It's
But
all fake. Even to his own wife, he was a hater. Like, it's like, "What's wrong with
yeah,
you?"
I died that Danny's still kicked out from the boys chat.
Yeah, I know. Good. Like, you don't need to
I
be in
know.
there.
I know. I swear I'd be so happy. I'm still not over the fact that Janet sees how hated she is. And then when they talk about Danny saying that stuff on camera where he was like, what did he expose to Luke? I forgot, but he exposed something to Luke. And he's like, hand to God, like I thought like it was over with. I knew I was Mike, but like I thought it was over with. That's why I whispered it. And then she tells her husband, yeah, okay, like he's an actor. He knows he was Mike. And it's like, shut the fuck up. And then even her laughing at Michelle saying Jesse is broke, like you didn't learn a thing, girlfriend. Like
No, I
you
know.
were still so annoying.
It really is so crazy how she like really wants to come for them so bad. Like, why are you trying to say what he really felt and thought at that moment?
I know. But the show really is kind of dark because all these exes exposing personal conversations when they have kids, like Michelle's like asking Jesse, who lends you the money? Who lends you the money? And it's like, damn, like this is kind of like intense.
It's dark because like who gets to see people actually going through a divorce? Who? Like we never get to see that like ever.
Yeah.
Like this is like real life time, like real people going through divorce within the first year. Like that's crazy. Like we
And they're
see that
both on the show.
Yes, and they're both on the show. We see that on the Housewives a lot, but it's usually just like one character, which is the woman, and like we get to see a little bit, like, oh, I'm going to court, like I'm with my lawyer, like talking about how sad they are about the actual breakup. But like this is literally tit for tat. We're watching like the divorce hearings, like we're watching them go through court,
Yeah.
basically.
You know what gave me the biggest ick ever?
What?
Jesse having a tongue ring.
Oh my god, ew, I know, but he does look like he would.
Immediately, if I was like, I'm so sorry, like this is me being a Judge Judy, but like immediately, because I just don't understand why a guy would do that. But like, it's just not my type of guy. But if he had told me, like if I was ever on a date with a guy and they ever told me that they had a tongue ring, immediately no. Immediately, please pay for the bill and I am leaving. Thank you so very much. Bye. That is it. That is a very scare. I don't know that. See, this is like the shit. But then like my husband got this like big tattoo that his mom warned him about when he was young. And it says his last name. It's like Ace on the back. And he literally like all he does, we talked about this, is he regrets this so much. So the things people do when they're young, man, like it's crazy.
I know you think you know everything and you think you're like an adult and you don't.
By the way, Jax had no chance at all to ever come back on the show with all the shit that Brittany threw out. Like there was no chance. Yeah. The body shaming, calling her a tree trunk, getting
a tree trunk. I've never heard of that term for stretch marks. Like, oh
Neither.
my gosh. Like I would be literally a puddle of tears if like my husband ever said that to me.
Yeah, and then he got like abusive with her and he pushed her and put his arms around her. And then, there's no way that the show.
How is Jax not canceled? How is he not canceled from Bravo? Not from people like, okay, whatever. We all know how Jax is. How has Bravo said we don't condone this type of behavior?
Well, they didn't put a message and they kind of did they told him like, there's no fucking way you can come back. Like, I'm so sorry you take it to the next level. There's no way you can come back. And then how about him saying that drug and alcohol isn't the problem? Like, bro, you have lost everything over drug and alcohol.
Yeah, I think what he's like trying to refer to is like in therapy and stuff like that, like drug and alcohol is something what you use to cope with what you're actually feeling and going through. So like that's what he's trying to say. Like there's a bigger, deeper issue that he needs to like handle. And then when he doesn't handle those, like let's say it's his anger or like his childhood, his trauma, he goes to drug and alcohol.
I do still think Jax is on something.
For sure. I mean, like I love how they all are like high-ons, like they all smoke all day. They're like, no, we can't get we're okay with you smoking weed. And like JaNa's like, yeah, we don't care about that. I'm like, okay.
I hate JaNa. Don't even bring her up. When Jax broke down towards the end, did you see Andy's face? Like no one was buying it.
No, literally no one. And then also another thing, did you notice Jack's face when they really hate on Danny so much when Danny was like, Andy said to him like, oh, like don't say, are you gonna say 4 under 4? And he's like 4 under 4. And the way that Jax got so jealous and like made a weird face. What is wrong with you guys? Like, why are you guys like so mad at this kid?
Because they can't handle one kid, and so they're like his biggest hater ever. Like literally his biggest hater. They got like by the way, they moved into a house in where did they move in? I don't even know. Huh?
Santa Clarita.
Yeah. See, like that's so crazy though, because it's probably so far.
Yeah, but they said that was like 18 minutes from like, I feel like the thing is with LA people, like traffic is such a big deal. Like for us, we'll drive anywhere. Like my sister-in-law's like boyfriend came into town and he's like, everything's like 20 minutes to you guys. And he's like, like if someone said 20 minutes and then we would look on traffic, it would be like an hour and a half for us. So he's like, it's just funny how you guys think like 20 minutes is not a big deal. But I think in LA, like 20 minutes is such a big deal because it could turn into 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm looking at the house. It's gorgeous. And honestly, it's big.
Like, again, we talked about this. Like, if my family was around somewhere, like if I'm just doing that just because like I want to be around friends in like a good neighborhood, like I'm moving to a bigger house too. You have 4 kids now.
Yeah, I know. But
your family has to be around. Like I would not be moving an hour away from my family just to get a bigger house.
100% same. There's no point. It takes a village. The only thing that I felt was real about Jax is when he said he isn't thinking about filming and that's why he has put everything out there and he's shown it all and he hasn't like hid things. And I was like, that really is real because he doesn't think about the cameras. Like he is putting his like whole life out there.
He's also been in front of the cameras for 10 years.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's easy for him. Like it's easier for him. Like some of these people, this is their first time.
For sure. I guess we'll see how part 2 is because part 2, everyone's gunning for Danny. And you know me, I don't fuck with no one's gonna fuck with Danny like that. So I'm gonna come in hard. But let's talk Atlanta because we have not talked Atlanta, but you guys, Shamea lost me in Atlanta.
Oh my God, I'm so happy you said that because like, you know, like we talked about a little bit how Porsha said she's going to come in like guns blazing and like, you know, set the record straight and all those things. And then I think we said in the first episode, we didn't see that. But by the third episode, you guys, I saw it. She came in, she like took over the side of like me thinking like over between her and Porsha or her and Shamea. And like Shamea just was not like, why was she down? Like what was happening with her? Like she was just not like clocking it.
She
Like,
wasn't prepared.
There. Yeah.
She was not prepared. I feel like she's had valid points when it came to Porsha, but Porsha shit on her in every way possible, where she was like, you speak about me, you talk about me, like I didn't do this, that. Like, I don't know. Porsha came in guns blazing and like Shamea had no leg to stand on. Like nothing was landing with Shamea that I was like, whoa, like even my opinion kind of changed when it came to the Porsha Shamea stuff where I was like, wait, Shamea is the problem. Like Shamea, you know, like has been doing that. If you really think about it, Porsha really didn't come on the show talking about her like that. And Shamea is trying to imply or fell for the fact that people were like asking things. And it was like weird. Like no one had Shamea's back. And people were also calling out Shamea. So like Porsha just literally shit on Shamea's life. And then Shamea, after the reunion, she does like this like weird, uncomfortable apology, which I don't think she should have ever done.
And like I just 40-minute like live, and it was just like everyone was even dying about that too.
Yeah, it was so fucking weird, you guys. Like I don't know. It was weird.
And then also her husband not coming is also weird. Like, why do I know he was more private on the show, but like you need to be there to support your wife. Like the fact that your husband's not there also, like, you know, it was weird.
Listen, I don't think that's a big deal because I swear to God, the second that you have your husband shown on this shit, people start asking questions about your husband, talking about like, oh, where do you get this? Like, how do you guys have money? What does he do? Like the second he has shown, they all comfort him. So like, I don't think that's weird. Like, I don't blame her. He's not about that shit, but she like obviously wants to be on the show. So she's probably trying to protect that. So I don't know. But I mean,
I'm all for protecting and like I'm good. Like we saw him. He wasn't really on the show that much. And if we did see him, we had to do with the kids. So like it's like the same thing. It's like you get on the stage and you're just like, I'm here supporting my wife.
I know. I just the ladies are so messy how they come for husbands. And we saw it with Charles Oakley. Like Charles Oakley was the star. And we've always said we like Charles Oakley. Like we're used to men like him. And you know, he gives me
we said bold. We said we like him and then he also scares us.
Yeah, 100%. And he scares us because he'll put you in check. Like he gives me Joe Giudice vibes. Like he doesn't give a fuck that the camera's there. Like he's not going to change anything. But I swear to God, all the ladies had so much to say about him. When he was up there, every motherfucker was so scared to say anything because he put them in check. Like, you know, throughout the series, like Phaedra and even Shamea was like, yeah, I met him. And he's like, he literally put them in check. And he is like, I never met you. We were there. You were there. I was there. That does not mean that I met you. Like he never knew who any of these damn ladies were. And they were all like, yeah, we've been in the same circle. We met. And he literally put them in check when it came to that stuff.
Well, it was funny because like I never thought of it that way because sometimes we'll like, but you know, I would never say I know someone. I would say like I know of them. Like that's how I usually phrase it because you know that happens to us a lot. Like we run into a lot of people because we're in the same like circle and parties or like group of friends, and I'm like, oh, I know of them. They don't know me though. Like I'll make sure to say they don't know me though, even though I know of them. Yeah. And like these girls would say I know him. Like we met, and it's like he's like no, we didn't meet. Like he kept going in on that and I was just dying.
Yeah, but I agree with him. Like, I was like, yeah, like, exactly. Don't fucking have confidence to say you met me just because we're in the same room. That doesn't mean you met me. Just because we're at the same wedding doesn't mean you met me. And he's 100% right. They did show a picture of Charles with Shamea's husband, but still, that doesn't mean anything
People are
because,
fans
like,
of him. Like, so he takes
yeah,
a lot of photos with people because, like, he was a good basketball player. A lot of people come up to him and be like, we're like, oh, let's take a pic. And like, okay, he doesn't
yeah.
remember you.
Like, he read the entire cast. Then he was like, he's like, Angela's the only one with a husband here. Where's all your husbands? And literally, they were all like, ooh, like, and they were all like laughing. They were like, you got us. And it's like, yeah, look how scared they are. Like, you guys have been saying he has this baby, and like, that's not the case. So I don't know. I just was like, to me, I was like smiling ear to ear watching his scenes because I like a man who gives no fucks and could like put people in check if needed. And usually
I
I hate
think
all the husbands. So
Yeah, and I also think, and I think Andy said something like this. It's like, Angela is a newbie. She came on the show and like who knows what she was thinking. And like she came out as like a breakout star in it because we all like took to her. We all took to her and Charles as like, being vulnerable. We all took to them like coming after them so hard and so fast with no credibility. And we're like, what's happening here, And she was just like, she was like innocent. Like she really was innocent. And then we ended up finding out it's because like Shamea and them start forming like, alliances and this and that. And it's just like, good. I'm so happy that like, even after the reunion, like Charles came, he supported his wife and like, they're like shitting on them. And they're like, don't come for us.
and even when like he's like, when he was like, Angela's the only one with a husband, and then Shamea was like, well, my husband, and like she just like fell flat the entire reunion. We're like, I don't know. All her responses, everything. And even the ladies like kept like calling her out. And I was like, ooh, this is like such a bad look for you. I don't know. And we
It was
find
because
out,
it didn't feel that way on the show. Like she was also someone that like was like a breakout star. We liked her. She was
yeah.
like, a lot of people obviously like that used to watch Atlanta. I didn't really know her, but a lot of you guys knew her as Porsha's friend. So you guys were like excited for her. And like then you come into the reunion and like it's like, damn, even the whole mom situation. What did you think about that?
Okay, well, here's the thing. So they finally talk about the beef between their moms, and Porsha says there was like a rift. They both worked in what was it, like a childcare
Childcare.
industry. Yeah, and like one of Portia's mom's location went up to foreclosure, and then Shamea's mom ends up buying the property without saying anything. Shamea does point out that at this point they had not spoken for years though. So that is a big deal. But then like it does make Shamea look bad because like her mom looked bad because it sounded like Shamea's mom knew that was Portia's and they were best friends at one point. So it does look super fucking shady. But then there's more to the story, and it sounds like bad whatever happened to the story, but Shamea won't say it. And it's like at this point, Shamea, just let it all out there because Porsha just said it. And at this point, Portia's probably never going to forgive you anyway. So if there is something that, I mean, makes Porsha and her mom look wrong, then fucking let it out there. Like she just failed so miserably this reunion.
It really was like like I was kind of on Shamea's side a lot of this season, and then like now listening to Porsha, like you're just like, oh yeah, that makes sense, yeah,
Yeah.
that does make sense.
Because Shamea did say like before that foreclosure thing, there was beef that happened. After that foreclosure thing, there was also other stuff that happened, but she wouldn't tell us. So all we know is that, and that makes Shamea's mom look bad. So it's like, fucking say it then, Shamea, like, so Porsha says that the show ruined their friendship. And like, I just feel like Shamea could have had so many points where she could have been like, you weren't supportive. Like, even when it came to my, like my house, party, like you came so late, like she did not say shit. She was not prepared. She did say like she wanted peace for both of them. And, I don't know. Like, it sounds like Porsha wants time. And whereas in Shamea's like, see, like I'm the opposite. Like if I can fix it, like even as busy as I am, even as whatever I'm going through, like I will work on that relationship to fix it. Whereas in Portia's like, I just need a break from someone. So what do you feel about that?
I feel bad. I feel sad for them, because it's like I think it's because maybe like Porsha is like you just did me so dirty, and Shamea's just like was like didn't realize what she just did. I don't know, like, but I feel bad for them because they have such a true friendship, and I don't like to see any of that go away.
Yeah.
And
What
if
did you think?
they're gonna both be on season 2, like there's no way they're gonna let that like happen.
Season 2,
Or I
mama.
mean, like the second season for them.
Yeah, for Shamea. What do you think of like the Drew and Dennis working together?
I mean, again, I think this is another thing. Yeah, see, Porsha did such a good job. Porsha really did come in with her facts. Like, we kept wanting to know with the Drew situation. Like, did Drew actually text her and say, "Hey, I need to talk to you about the Dennis stuff"? And she didn't. We find that out. And like Portia's like, I could have thought that you wanted to talk to me about the newbies, and like I was busy.
Yeah, but my whole thing is like, okay, but Porsha, why would you not like just call her back and stuff?
I know. It's weird to Porsha, but also it's just like, I agree. It's like, if you're about to freaking film with my baby daddy, you better be texting me and saying this is about blah, blah, blah. Like, why are you waiting for me to call you back? Like, it's weird. So, and maybe I don't know. So I feel like I understood Portia's side a little bit more.
Yeah, but then Dennis
was lying though, you guys. So
yes, he was like lying about so much. Like he's like, yeah, like I kind of talked to Porsha about it, but it wasn't my responsibility. Like that's something Drew should do. Are you fucking kidding me though? Like, what do you mean? Why would Dennis not be the one to have that conversation? Like, you're weird for that.
Drew, to me though, like, she kind of flip flops a little bit. Like, it's like, I don't know, and maybe because like I'm falling for what's his name? What's her ex-husband's name?
Ralph.
Like, Ralph is such a good talker, but he makes it seem where Drew like lies about really what she feels and what she thinks, and she portrays herself differently. And like, I also felt like that way with the whole Porsha situation. So it's like, I don't know. I don't feel Drew that much, to be honest.
So that whole text message that Drew apparently sent out, like Ralph and Porsha say they saw it. So I'm like, I'm still confused about that.
Wait, the text message about what?
The text of like Drew saying something inappropriate to Dennis.
Oh, yes. I feel like that's a lie.
Yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't seem like to me their relationship was ever really anything other than a work relationship.
Well, then Ralph says, like, you even told me that Dennis, like, was kind of inappropriate with you. And then she goes crazy. She's like, you're not going to come here and start lying. Dennis has never been inappropriate. I never said that to you.
Oh my God, that's so messy because like low key, like, sometimes like when you're around another guy, like you kind of pick up on things. Like, they might be they might not flat out be inappropriate, but they might like be like, oh, you look, I don't know, anything, or like just say a weird comment. And so the fact that like you go back and tell your like husband or ex-husband at the time and then they use it against you, just crazy.
Oh yeah, like I've been in those moments where like, I mean, I feel like we all have it at one point where we've like exaggerated like an interaction to a guy to like maybe make him feel jealous or something. Exactly. And then like for him to fucking bring that up and like say that, I would literally die. So I do believe Ralph there.
100%. And like, it could have been something so stupid like, wow, your voice of an angel and like it matches you or something. And I'm like, oh, he's flirting with me. And then like I would go back and tell my husband, and then like he went and like blasted me. I would go crazy.
Yeah. We did find out that Charles and Sheree dated forever, like went to Dubai and did all these great things. And I was like, damn. But a lot of people asked like how he treats Angela on the show. And he said like, he is not the type to play things up for camera. And he's like, I'm not going to do that. And then he was like to everyone, where are your husbands? And you know what? Where Charles really checked everyone? He's like, you guys are acting like you didn't know I'm married, but you could fucking do one quick Google search and you will see that I'm married. So why is everyone out here acting like they didn't know that I'm married when it's all over Google? And I was like, I'm telling you, so right.
These ladies really came in and like was gunning for this marriage so hard, and it just fell so flat because it didn't make sense. Like that's why like we all love Angela and like her relationship, because no one understood why it was getting this much heat.
Yeah,
even
but no,
around town, like it's like everyone has rumors. Like, okay, bring that up, and if there's an actual credible rumor.
Even Andy was like, so agreeing with him, where he's like, yeah, you really showed up for Angela. Like you were there through everything. Like you were around. Like you came, you filmed
every scene with her.
And I think he's trying to throw shade at the men who didn't. Like for example, Shamea's husband, who probably made it complicated and stuff. So I don't know. I was just like, he just put everyone in check because they're all acting like he's kept her a secret when he's a celebrity. You could Google it and it's all out there. So why are we acting like, oh, we didn't know he was married? Why are we acting like the first thing we do if we want to know if someone's married or not is to Google their name? Like, that's what I don't understand. You know what was crazy is that Drew, like, you know, like we've talked about this, like with Shamea, Chantel, like how she got involved when it came to Porsha and Drew, and now Porsha and Drew are good, and Shamea and Drew aren't, and that's why like you
And you guys,
never
and
see that.
Drew made sure to like you know, give Shamea or give Porsha support this reunion. Like she
Yeah,
wanted
but I
to.
feel like she did that shit on purpose.
Yeah, like, you know, when she was explaining the story about the mom sister, she's like, ooh, like she's making those faces, like making it seem like that was wrong of Shamea's mom. And it's like she's doing that because she wants Portia's friendship back. She wants
Yeah.
that alliance.
Well, no, and she also wants to prove a point to Shamea. Like, you got involved in this shit, and now me and her are gonna be good, and now we're
Yeah.
not. So now what? And I was dying where like Shamea was like Shamea just felt so flat. Like even the lap dog, she's like, well, obviously I'm a loyal friend if everyone's like calling me a lap dog, and then Angela's like, I'm too big to like, you know, be on someone's lap or whatever. And I was like, everyone was like laughing and dying, but man, this was kind of like a downfall that I didn't even expect for Shamea. And I don't know if anyone feels the same because I was so team Shamea this entire season, but I was like, I was kind of disappointed. I was like,
No,
damn, Shamea.
people for sure feel the same when it came to that live that she did afterwards, because I saw like a whole like Reddit post about it. Like people were so like secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah, she didn't come prepared, and Porsha came in guns blazing. And Porsha said that, like Porsha said prior to the reunion, she's like, I let it all out there, the facts. And I was like, when Porsha said that, I was like, girl, like, please. And then I was like, oh wow, girl, no, you literally shit on everyone. You really did. And I have to give that to her. So I don't know. I did think it was crazy. I did think the reunions were good though, especially
Yeah.
part 2 and 3. I think part 1 was bad. I think part 1 of all reunions suck.
Yeah, and I think it sucked, like, you know, poor Atlanta, because like you could tell, by the way, you could tell Andy loves Atlanta so much. Like he was being so nice to all the ladies, you know, it was just really weird. But it sucks because 2 people weren't there. You didn't have Brittany and you didn't have Kenya. And it's like those were like pivotal moments in this season. Like wanting to hear their sides, like especially maybe for like part 1 would have been perfect. And like because it was the beginning of the season. So like that's why part 1 was just weird.
I do think that Porsha tried to downplay her relationship with Britt. And I'm like, you need to stop. Like, you made the bed, like, stop. Like, you are friends with her. You know everything. Stop acting like you're trying to downplay it all of a sudden.
And you're friends with her because like it is convenience for you. It's not an actual real relationship. So you're literally not gonna be friends with this girl next season or ever.
Oh, you're done being, once she put the lawsuit out, she'll never be friends with her again. She's probably like, oh, I don't want to be attached to that. I don't want this to like affect my money, you know? So she definitely won't. But I did think that the reunion was good. I think that, okay, like I know so many people complain about the cast and they bring up like the Nene or like the cast isn't giving. I actually think the cast is great.
Yeah, I think they just obviously need to add one more person or 2 because like you just need to fill in those holes. But I thought it was a good cast too, and I think that there's a lot more we can see from them.
I would like to see Sheree back. I love Sheree like on the show, whether like, oh, she's my favorite or not. I like her on the show. Now that we found out that she was with Charles, like that could even be interesting too, even though she absolutely doesn't want Charles. But I was shocked about Sheree is like firing again. I don't think they'll bring her back for a 3rd time, but
I mean, do you think she'll accept them back? Like, how many times do you have to be let go before you just tell them bye?
I do think that money talks. So I think it's good, but I know. I thought it was good overall. But yeah. This week we have Miami and OC, but I think we're going to release that Friday morning. And then if you guys go on our Patreon, we give you 2 additional episodes. So make sure to enter in that.
You're watching Miami because Miami's giving, y'all. So watch Miami.
Yeah, Miami is really good. I swear, for some reason, it just doesn't get the love. So it's so weird.
What are you feeling about? Are we not going to talk about the JaNa and Kenny situation?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we could definitely touch on that. JaNa. So, you know what's so crazy? So this is Love Island, but JaNa and Kenny from season 6, you guys, they were together. And I always felt, first off, Kenny was younger, just like how Ace is younger than Shelly. And I always felt like JaNa is so much more obsessed with Kenny than he is with her. Like I was like, this is like
on the show. You're saying like on the show, it portrays
right away. I always clocked it. I feel like I have a good like gut intuition about people, and so like right away I clocked it. And even when they were together, like I could just tell. Like I'm shocked that they're still together because she is so much more into him than he is into her. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. And it's crazy because I remember on season 6, like, they had asked, like, who is here for clout? And Miguel had picked Kenny. And like, I always did believe that. And we find out that, and I'm not watching Beyond the Villa because
Okay,
I don't.
well, I am, you guys, and this is like such bad reality TV, just so you know. And like, I don't think they'll ever do this ever again because it's just like not there. It's just so stupid. This Rexian, you just need to watch it now, just because he literally hates her. Like, he does not like her. I don't know how no one can see. I don't know how her best friends haven't told her. I don't know how they have not clocked it and said, it doesn't seem like he's that like into you when we're with you. Like, he does not like her. They are supposed to be so everyone moved to LA, or if they're not in LA, they came to LA for this show, for this like reality show in the summertime. They end up getting an apartment, 2 apartments in the same building, but not one together. They've been together for over a year now, for a year. Why would you not get an apartment together? It's not like this is temporary. You're not living in it. You're just here to do a reality show. So you're in it for 3 months. Like, wouldn't you be so excited to get this opportunity to like live with your partner with just for like the 3 months, and then you go back to your life if you guys don't like it?
Right, 100%.
They get their own apartment.
Yeah, I knew he
And
is.
it's because of him. She said like she wants to play house.
And the thing with like, the whole Connor stuff, like, I feel like he was probably kind of scared of like breaking up because, like, look, with Connor, how she's still like mad about it. But so they're at this like party and they're like dancing and everything's fine. And then all of a sudden, boom, there's like cheating rumors that are out. But I don't think that that's the case. And so Kenny makes a statement and he says, well, first she did. And she said, hey, my loves, thanks for all your love and support. It means the world to me. As you know, Kenny and I are no longer together. Please know that I have seen all the breakup theories and none have matched up to how terrible, disgusting, and disappointing it truly is. Discovering that someone you love isn't who you thought they were and that the relationship you thought you were building hasn't been genuine since day one has been truly devastating. Thank you for respecting my privacy. And please know, as a child of God, I will always be okay. And he posted, the past few days have been incredibly difficult. I've been quietly sitting with a lot of emotions and doing my best to process everything privately. Breakups are never easy, especially in the public eye. Sometimes, despite how deeply you care for someone, you come to the hard truth that the relationship was not something that could last long term. I'll always be grateful for the time we shared and the memories we created. I release this chapter with no ill will, only a hope that JaNa's path forward brings her nothing but happiness. And then she sees that and she says, shut the fuck up, you manipulative liar. You're not taking any accountability and telling people the type of person you really are is insane to me. My first statement was me being nice. Do not piss me off. And then we find out this. So JaNa posts her like best friend, and her best friend says something like, I will always ride for my girl. And then her best friend, she posts this and then she removes this. And it says, my advice for women in relationships, if you have access, go through your man's phone today. Search keywords like, quote, I don't like Black women. I thought I would get more money from this. I'm faking this relationship. Going on the show would be for clout. I can't wait to be done with this so I can fuck hella bitches. You'll thank me later. P.S. Never spare a man. Dog them out, baby girl. So her best friend, who she had reposted one of her things, says this. And then she does remove it. And then Serena ends up like posting something as well where she like says he's racist, a narcissist and a racist. And Leah also posted something where she accuses him being of a racist too. So it sounds like he wasn't into her and like was fucking like Googling that shit.
Or I think he was probably talking shit to other people about her.
Oh, what happened was, okay, so I did see something, a theory on like Reddit where they said that his homeboys thought it was funny to leak their group chat messages. It showed him calling, and I don't know how true this is. This is just a comment actually, but someone on TikTok put this. His homeboys thought it was funny to leak their group chat messages, and it showed him calling his Black girlfriend an N-word and laughing.
Oh, no. Any of this
oh my God.
Any of this is disgusting on any levels. If you sit there and, you're dating someone for a year and you're faking it, That's just disgusting. Especially if you're faking it and you don't even like black women, that's even more disgusting. Like all these things are literally disgusting. He gave me the ick no matter what, even on the show. I never liked him.
I swear, me too.
Yeah, like I never cared for him. Janae's very annoying to me too. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Like watching this like villa thing, it bothers me being like, how are you not seeing that he doesn't like you? How are you not seeing that you're more into him than he is? Like, what is wrong with you? Where's your worth at? Like, she bothers me on this show because like I just don't understand it. It's like she wants to be so badly like Leah and Serena, like having this like really great relationship when it's like you don't. Like, I don't know how you don't see it when we all could see it in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I know. And she's like such a great person. So it's like, ugh, like I don't know. I never liked him. I clocked him from the beginning. Like I clocked him never really being into her, but just like kind of doing it for the show purposes and
but
stuff.
the fact that you last a year later, like okay, like yeah, like on the show, but like for them to last a year later, like I'm sure like it made a lot of people think like okay, maybe they do like each other, but like damn, the truth always prevails.
And then Leah also like called him like a clout demon.
He for sure is a clout chaser, like 1000%, and he clearly is racist. If like any of these things were in his phone, but yeah, Roxanne and I always tell you guys look at the phones, like literally look at the phones.
Yeah, don't think that, you guys, don't think you're just gonna trust someone. Like, even if you think, I swear, first off, like we've said this, the people who shout from the roof, like my man would never, like I swear to God, that's whose man were. By the way, side note, you know how I was asking you guys about why firefighters are always cheating? It's because, Chantal, you're right, like their schedules are different. So like when they go to the gym and stuff, when they're around girls, like, you know, like whatever, they have like more time to do things like outside of the house. But and then also they said that like women who see them like don't care that they're married too and will also engage in that shit. But
like it's like the uniform, like that, what is that uniform name? It's like when you see a man in a uniform, it's like people like just get so excited.
Yeah, that's true.
And that doesn't do it for me, y'all. Like I don't get excited.
I never see firefighters, so I don't even know if they're attractive.
No, they are. Remember that one time we were downtown Detroit and like those firefighters like picked up me, you, and like our friends, and like they literally rode us in their truck.
Ew, that sounds like so sexual. I do remember that, but I don't remember if they were cute. Were they cute?
Yeah, some were. Like I wouldn't go in if they were like all like older.
Do they even make money?
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, like, you know what? Like prior to 2020, okay, like I don't know what anyone makes anymore, and like if it's good or not after this freaking like inflation shit. I think prior to 2020, they probably were making like a good 45, 50, and that makes a good decent living if like you have your wife that's working too, you know?
Wait, what? I'm sorry, 45,000?
Like 45, 50 before 2020. Like that was like good money, you know? That was like decent.
45,
like,
50 was good money before 2020 for a man to make. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, like I think to like you don't have to have a college education. You're going into this job. Yeah, I think that's good money.
Oh, wait, you're kind of right. It says the median annual wage for firefighters is around $57,000. Let me tell you guys something. Like,
and that's now. Like, God bless. Like now, like I don't think it's enough money. Like I think like what they do, and obviously like all these things, but it comes from tax dollars. So I don't know how you're supposed to get more.
I am a child of God, but I am not going to sacrifice my life for other people for $57,000. Like, I'm so sorry.
You're silly. Again, you have to understand, like people that go into the profession, like they might be in a different upbringing. So like this might be a lot of money to them. Like everything is like, what's that word? Everything is, it depends on your situation. I'm trying to think of the word, but anyways, so like a lot of these people might think it's like such a great thing. Like, wow, look at me. And I think you can make more the longer you're in it.
Yeah, of course. I would hope so.
Yeah. And like the district you're in too.
Yeah. Well,
like the people in LA, they better be making tons of money. They're out there all day, like taking fires out.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been telling you guys, by the way, I just have this really bad feeling about Nick and Alandria. And I kind of feel like the same situation is going to happen. And I'm calling it now because I've been calling it. Like, I just don't buy Nick. And that's how I felt with Kenny. And I feel like Kenny is a clout chaser and so is Nick. So
I think we're not going to see them last as long, though. I think we're going to see, like, by the reunion, I'm telling you that they're not together because, like, it seems like when we listen to them, like, and when we listen to Alandria in that one conversation, like, we're just taking things slow. It's like they're not even caring to be in a relationship.
Yeah. We'll see. But yeah, not looking good for Kenny. Like, definitely bye. That's Kenny, you're a psychopath if you're fucking faking a relationship for a year. Like,
Disgusting. Like, that
you
is crazy.
need to seek help. This is why we don't like men sometimes, because this shit right here, like, you fucking need help, dude.
To like go a year, like that is literally, that is psychopathic. That is manipulative. That is sick in the head. That is very sick. But it makes sense because they were long distance too, though.
Oh, I didn't know that because I'm not watching it. Where is he
Yeah.
from?
Houston. He lives in Texas, and I don't know where she is, like where she's at, but they were long distance. So like it could have been easier, like, you know, you have to only meet up once a month, like, you know, you're hanging out for a few days and like then you go home
Yeah,
and then
he's for sure cheating.
I think that she probably saw those things first, and then I'm sure other things are gonna come out.
Yeah. Crazy,
Like,
crazy, crazy.
yeah, but I guess that's why too. It's like how have you not seen them? But again, if you're not living with each other, like you don't have access to the phone the whole time.
So true. I just wonder how it happened at that party.
I know someone was like, they saw her filming him with a snake, and they're like, this is when she had his phone. And I'm like, oh my god,
Everyone unfollowed him, every single person.
good, bye.
The racist thing is the craziest fucking thing.
Yeah,
Like,
that is not
oh
okay. Like,
my
what?
God.
That is disgusting on every level. Like, what? Like that just, I don't know. I
A
can't stand
true
people.
psychopath. A true
Yeah.
psychopath. But you guys, we got to get our day going. So we will be back. We love you guys. Thank you for listening. And let us know your guys' thoughts on all this stuff.
Yeah.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys.